there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Once again, it is Sovereign Saturday. For sovereign men, it's chess, not checkers. And you know, that's a common saying out there. You know, you hear it all over the place. But especially for sovereign men, if you're trying to have control over your life, control over the areas that you can, and at least leverage in other areas, you can't be thinking small and petty. You can't be thinking small and petty. You got to think a long term. Like, I give you a basic example. You ever be in traffic and a car just has to pass you, or a car bus in line in front of you? You know, you have to stop and they got to get over. They don't really ask you. They just kind of bogart. They do all that little stuff. But, you know, you can get mad because of it, and some people have some road rage, but, you know, that's checkers. That's small. That's a few seconds out of your life, you know, because usually when that happens, you're thinking, okay, they must really got to get to where they're getting to. I'm not worried about it. They might feel good, but I'm thinking long term. I'm going to a business meeting. Where are they going? You know, where are they going? Probably someplace just to sit around, you know? And that's just one example. And you see it online sometimes. You get some people, you know, you get some trolls. You get some trolls and everything. And I talked about trolls on my Deep Thought channel. But you get some trolls, and, you know, and I get some. And I was thinking, they be going for some little stuff, and then I've had a couple get mad because I, like, just deleted the comments. Because I don't have time. Because I'm focused on the bigger picture. You know, I'm trying to, like, elevate many young men. You know, that's the picture. You know, I'm not going to let anybody take me off of that. So that's very important. You got to think, what are you doing? You got to think long term. See, when someone's playing chess, except for speed chess, like, think about the actual game. Now, when they playing speed chess, they got the button right there. Okay, that's cool and everything. But you get some serious chess masters, man, they might be sitting there for a long time. I've heard about chess masters who, shoot, that'd take many hours just to make one move. That's because they're thinking about everything. That's one thing. You can't, if you're trying to be a sovereign man, you can't just be in that position where you're just thinking about whatever. You know, like, you just trying to be making a quick decision. You're thinking about everything. You're thinking about every move. You're thinking about, okay, what business you going to get into. You're thinking about where you going to move, you know? You thinking about that woman that, you know, you look at everything is fine. Now, let me use that as an example. You see that woman, and, you know, she got all the body you want and everything. See, the checkers guy is just going to make the move. The chess guy is going to look at her a bit. He might make the move, but he going to look a bit. And then, even after they meet, he might not try to get with her right away. He say, hold on, let me see where her head is at. Let me think long term, you know? Is she want me just for one thing? Or is she looking for something else? She looking for something that is detrimental to my sovereignty. See, the chess man is going to think that. And you know, I don't mean the breastises, but chess, you know? He's going to think about the moves he's making. The checkers guy isn't. They just going to jump, jump, jump and thinking they doing something, and they really haven't done anything. Because checkers, you know, checkers is about jump, jump, jump. But see, chess is about, okay, you thinking like 5 or 6 moves ahead. You thinking, okay, if I do this, this could happen, but then this might happen, so I got to do this and that. See, as a sovereign man, you got to think out here. You know, you got to think. You can't just be making like random moves and everything. You got to think, like, okay, like on a basic thing. Okay, money. Because to be sovereign out here, unfortunately, you need money. I'm going to say, well, I said unfortunately, it could be fortunate, whatever, but it's just a reality. Okay, you got to think about the moves that you make. You got to think about it. Okay, I need to make money. All right, what do I need to do? Yeah, I could probably get this, do this thing short term, but then this job right here, or this career, or this move is something long term for me. All right, see, the checkers guy is just going to grab at the money first, you know? And meanwhile, that business might go out of business. Something could happen. They're not any good at it. The chess man is going to think, okay, if I get into that business, okay, where are they going? How long will they be in business? How is this helping me to get my sovereignty? You know? Because there's been plenty of times someone will offer me something and it looked good short term, but I say, nah, long term, I don't want to be bothered. You got to think in those ways. You got to think in those ways. There was a business that I was actually thinking about getting into, but due to circumstances, it wouldn't have been the right business. It wouldn't have been a right fit. At the time, at the moment, yeah, but that's checkers. Chess, I was thinking, let me wait a bit. Now I'm looking at it now. It's like, I'm glad I didn't get into that particular business. See, that's how you have to think. You got to make moves. And really, it got to be on a daily basis. It got to be on a daily basis. Like for every little thing, what you buy, where you go. Let me get back into the buying thing. The checkers guy might get that car real quick. Like I had a friend and she was offering a Mercedes. Like she had guys who would just give her shit. So she was going to give it to me, and I was still married at the time, so she was going to give it to us. But then the checkers guy would have been like, oh yeah, get this Mercedes. The chess guy would have been like, hold up. So I went into chess mode. I said, yeah, you can give me the car, but cars like that are a lot to keep up. And I wasn't in a position to really keep it up at the time. It would have looked good short term, but long term, it would have been a problem. Plus, it was an older car. Like I had a friend and they got them like a car real quick, right? They got them a car real quick, but the car was extremely old. It looked like it was a Cadillac. It looked like it had only 12,000 miles on the odometer. But he came back to me and said, no, he talked to a mechanic. He said, the car's been driven so much, it went over, and it was just jacked up. But he was doing the checkers thing. See, the chess thing, somebody think, okay, let me look into what kind of car do I want? Where am I at? Everything. See, chess is more important, especially if you're a man and you're trying to have control over your life. You got to think about all your moves. You can't just casually make a move because one bad move can lead to something else. See, you want to make moves that can help later on down the road. You got to think long term. If you want your sovereignty, you got to think in terms, okay, what's going to give me my sovereignty long term? Long term. What's going to make money for me long term? What's going to put me in a position long term? Which woman can I get with who be a long term asset? Even your friends. Okay, you can be cool with somebody over the short term, but that's checkers. Or doing certain things. But chess, you got to think long term. What's your long term goal? All right, and you got to think about your moves. Everything is a move. So anyway, for the sovereign men out there, it's chess, not checkers. So that's all I have for today. Keep rising to become the sovereign man that you are meant to be. And I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.